Good evening, good evening, everyone. I'm going to be doing a guide for my stroll today. I'm doing the first patch. So this here is a copy of Our Father's Mantle. I gave my old one to my friend. So it says, so the top part says, "A map for your daily prayer walk," page 55. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 says, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name." The first bullet says, "Meditate on and rejoice in the truth that He is our Father." So what I did was I just meditated, like, thinking about, like, how, in ways that He would be our Father. And like what it says, the second bullet says, "Praise Him for ruling from heaven over heaven and earth. He holds all power and authority. All government rests on His shoulders." Pretty much what I did was I chose the best hymn for that, and then for the all governments, for the government thing, I think I just prayed to Him, saying that He, the government rests on His shoulders and whatnot. Okay, and then the third bullet: elevate the names of God and dwell in the reality of who God is, soak in His presence. So the elevate the names of God. There's actually there is actually a there is actually a there's actually a thing. There's actually a thing in the book that talks about where you can use the ABC. You can use your ABCs as like names like A as in God, you are awesome. That was one of the examples in the book. So yeah, I just did that pretty much. And dwell in the reality of who God is, soak in His presence. I didn't really know how to soak, so I had to research on the internet about it, and did yeah the so what you have to do to soak is you have to you actually sit like on your bed or like sit in a chair or lay somewhere, and so you pretty much just think, well, what all God and Jesus has done, and then as you do that, you actually list like what you've done wrong and whatnot. And so yeah, and also one thing I actually found out from reading in the Our Father's Mantle book is that you're supposed to actually touch all 3 of the buttons and recite 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. And so yeah, that's the first patch, and this one here is a short version of the last video I did. Bye.